Hello there, how you doing? And welcome back. And today I'm going to be showing you how to mine safely and efficiently. What you're going to need is 104 blocks. They can be cobblestone if you're, early days, but you really want concrete a bit later on. So, here's our coal node. And what you want to do is put the first block right up next to it. And a couple of blocks either side, like so. And then you want to go 5 along. So basically we're doing a 5 by 5 structure. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll just close this in like so. And now we want to go 5 high. Okay, and then you want to put a course of blocks all the way around the bottom. And this will just stop them digging at the edge there. It's just giving you a bit more protection, a bit more reinforcement to the mine entrance. Just need to move my bike. Oh. I'll finish this off. There. Now, this is where the node is, just behind this bit of wall here. So now you want to make 15 ladders. And you want to put the first 2 at the top there. So it's easy for you to get up, but too high for the zombies. And obviously the base, you can expand that. The more, resources you've got, you can have it 2 wide, up to 4, 5, whatever you want. It just means the zombies won't be able to dig right down where you're going to be, because their natural pathing is going to be to this mine entrance. Okay, so I then put the rest of the ladder down here, and I'll get rid of this node. So now we've got 8 ladders left. So I want to go down 8 basically, and that's enough for structural integrity to stop it all caving in on top of you. So just need to dig down, and I always go right where the node was, so it's up against the wall. And then just look back up where you are and join all those ladders up. So that should give me 1, 2. Yeah, I think this is about right. I'll double check once we start mining anyway. And then you want to look up where the ladder is and then just go opposite and just dig this section out here. And I'll see how many bits of ladder I've got left. Okay, so we can go down 1 more. So when you're digging out the mine, you don't want to go any more than 2 blocks high, and it will just stop any caving. You've got enough support then above you. Okay, so it looks like the node, it's not a terribly big node, but you just then crouch down because it helps you to hear zombies and gives you a little bit more obscurity so they don't find you. But obviously I've got my light on and it's not really helping, but it's easy for you to hear the zombies. Okay, then I'll put the final piece of the ladder there. So I've got a way out. And then all you want to do really is just chop away at where the node is along the wall. And really, I think you'll find that most nodes normally have another node next to them. They normally sort of come in twos. And if you can get a coal mine and a nitrate mine, then, well, you're laughing for gunpowder because you've just got one location. So yeah, you don't want to go any higher than what you are here. Okay? And I say, just keep going around the mine, going around the side of the wall where you got sand, just knock that out. And that'll expose if there's anything more behind it. Some people see the sand and then stop, but there's always loads behind it. And I say this is the most efficient way of getting all of the node out of the mine. So this coal resource is obviously what you need for gunpowder. And with nitrate and coal and stone, it doesn't generate as much heat as, say, lead or iron. So I'll speed this up just so you can sort of see where I've got to. So if you hear any zombies when you're down there, you can just come up. You've got a good area all the way around, so you're protected. They can't get to you, and you can see where they're coming from. If you really want, you can also put down like a sort of walkway. So if we just go for the bars, and then we hit advanced, we'll have that. In fact, that's got to go a bit more. That's it, like that. So you'll be able to sort of stand out. Maybe just put a few at the corner, like so. Obviously reinforce them up with concrete or whatever. And in that way you can look down both these sides, do the same on that corner. You've got everything covered. Right, back down the mine. One of the things that you can do, which just makes it easy for you getting in and out, is just chop this other block out here. And obviously where you got like the ladder sort of covered, you can chop out these sides, but just be careful because it will affect the integrity. Right, let's get back to mining this out. As you can see, I've chopped out oh, I can hear another one now. But that's the good thing about this, is you can hear the zombies, so you can actually do something about it. It's not like they're just going to jump down your hole, and that's when you know you're in, you've got company. Especially at night, when you've got night zombies, they're a lot quicker, and they just seem to react to you a lot faster. Okay, so where did I get up to? Just here. Alright, I'll carry on with this. But as you can see, I've got a lot of resources. I've got 14,000 coal. I know I have obviously specced into motherload and mine a 69er, just so you can get the maximum of the resource. And just keep working your way around the edge. And sooner or later I will get round to where the ladder is, where I started. And people might think, yeah, but you're missing out on all the stuff at the top. I just think, well, yeah, but I'll just find another mine. There's plenty out there, and this way I know it's safer, and I haven't got the hassle of having to fight zombies that just drop down. At least I've got a bit of time to react. So yeah, just keep working your way around the edge. I don't think we're too far away. Here we go. And then we're back to the start. Now, let's just change that to a block. I normally put a couple of those in, and then I'll reinforce it. And this way you can put a couple of torches either side just to help you, you know, see where you are. Let's just chop that out and I'll get round. So yeah, I've got this whole massive section here to mine out. And then once I've mined that out, you then just go around the edge. Just breaking out a trench. So you're taking out the rest of the node that's against the wall. And then the last thing you want to do, just get over to the entrance where the ladder is. Just mark it. So you can see the structure on the map. I'll just put in a mine symbol. And then just put that in. So I know. Okay, so this is what it will look like once you've taken all the resources from the edge of the walls. And you don't want to be hitting above your head now, because you can get large pockets of sand and it will bring the whole lot down like a pack of cards. So just once you get to this sort of stage and you've gone around the edges, you just then need to clear all of this out as well. Now some people like to use an auger. I just find they generate too much heat and you'll have screamers. Now if you're mining in a lead mine or an iron mine, you're going to get screamers. It's just the way things are. Just because mining that sort of resources will generate heat. But generally, with coal and nitrate, you don't really generate that much heat. So you can mine a lot longer just by using a pickaxe. If you're using an auger down here on coal, you'll have screamers. Make sure you take some like drinks with you and food, just so you can keep topping up your stamina if you get a bit low. Especially if you've got the perk for drinking coffees. That's always a good one. But you wouldn't need to, you know, necessarily mine as much as what I've mined. I'm mining all this out because I'm making a video to show you the most efficient way of mining. And all you got to do now is just go around the edge again. I mean, you can keep. I mean, what I do with this, where the ladder is, I just keep going down, bringing it down, bringing the ladder further down, and just keep from time to time. Just put a block. As long as that's joint to the wall, it's never going to fall, you know, and it'll just stabilise it as well. And then you can go right to the bottom. You'll probably find this will go down another sort of 15 blocks, maybe more. And that's a lot of resources. So yeah, that's how I do it. And hopefully this will, you know, help you get more resources when you go mining, and a safe way of doing it as well. So if you ever hear a lot of zombie up the top, especially as it's coming up at night, they'll all spawn in. There we go. They're spawning in already. You got these things here at the end. So you've always got a way of seeing where they are. You've got like a clear view. And you know, if you're using a weapon with a silencer on it, you're not going to, you know, bring down loads more on top, are you? Yeah, there's another one. They can't get to me here. So that's it. Hopefully that's helped you. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.